Friends, hello, this is Sanjay Agrawal. I'm joined by a person from Australia, and the other one is from California. This is Indian, and both of them are connected with LeoLabs. So first I will ask Rachit about LeoLabs, since he is based out of the parent company in US, California. So you could tell us LeoLabs, when did it was founded and everything, sir.
Absolutely. So LeoLabs was founded in 2016. And even though it seems like it's only 7 years old, it's actually the technology that we have built and we work with is decades in the making. Our founders used to work on a project funded by NSF, National Science Foundation in the United States. And they were working on error encountered by ionospheric scintillation. So while working on that, building radar technology, they realized that some of the noise due to these low Earth orbit satellites can actually be an application in itself. And that is when LeoLabs spin off, and we started making our own radars. We currently have 7 radars. We design, build, and deploy our own radars, a global network of radars, ground-based radars, and these are both UHF and S-band radars. And using these radars, we track all the objects in low Earth orbit from about 200 to 2,000 kilometers, and we provide that as a service. Software as a service is the model that we follow, and we are currently providing services to more than 60% operational satellites in low Earth orbit.
And when you're talking about these radars, 7 of them,
yes.
So where they're positioned, like?
So we have 7 sites, and in total the number of radars is 12. 11, yes. So we have...
Are they all out of US, in the US?
No.
One in Australia?
We have one in Australia, we have one in New Zealand, one in one site in Costa Rica, and one site in Alaska, Texas, Argentina, and Portugal.
All right. So now I just introduce an ex-Air Force guy from Australia. He's Air Commodore Terry Wen, right?
Yep.
And you said that you were heading LeoLabs subsidiary in Australia.
That's right.
So when we're talking about those radars, so you look after, take care of the one in Australia.
That's right.
So you could tell us a bit more about that and about LeoLabs.
Okay. Yeah, well, I run the Australian subsidiary, which has been going just over 2 years now, but we're fully integrated to the LeoLabs team. We actually run the radars 12 hours of the day. So the American team runs radars for the day shift there. They hand over to us, and then we run the radars. We're also helping with radar deployments and radar builds, specifically around the Indo-Pacific. And we're integrated to the software team and also the analytics team. And in fact, this is all about globalizing LeoLabs, because space is a 24/7, 24 hours, 7 days a week business. Our system needs to operate all the time. So we're actually trying to globalize the company by setting up in Australia. We'll probably have something in Europe shortly, and other offices all around the world. And then work as one big team to get after these space security issues, the safety of flight, and the sustainability issues of low Earth orbit. So it's pretty exciting to be part of it. It's great technology, and it's a really big need, if you like, because of the dynamic changes in low Earth orbit. I mean, it was 800 satellites in low Earth orbit in 2019. By the end of this year, we think there's 8,000.
These are observation satellites?
Well, this is like Earth observation. It's internet satellites like the Starlink system and OneWeb system. It's a whole bunch of different programs, even manned spaceflight, of course, with the International Space Station and the Chinese Space Station. It's a real space race in low Earth orbit, and it's changing weekly, extra launches and deployments and things like that. So we're trying to scale up our infrastructure and our business to keep up with that new space race in low Earth orbit.
And like you're in India now,
Yep.
You've come for the DEFSAT, both of you. So you're looking for Indian markets?
We're looking for opportunities over here, but really, as I said, we want to globalise. So we'd love to set up a business here in India to supply some of our services to.
There's a possibility that you can set up a radar in India somewhere?
Well, we usually set up radars after we get our businesses going.
Yes.
We want to build radars all around the world. So we're looking for opportunities to build radars in where the business is right, where the situation is good, because we do it commercially.
Yes,
and we actually
commercially. Therefore, I was also wanting to know, like each radar, how much does it cost in US dollars?
Well, we own and operate our radars, so we actually don't tell people how much they cost.
Okay, no, that's fine. I mean, that just for general academic interest, people would like to know. Anything else, Rachit, you would like to share post whatever discussion?
Yes, so I'm sorry, I'm having.
Okay, sorry. We'll
He's
give it
lost
to
his
you.
voice.
Okay, good.
It's been a
Can you
big
get
couple
him
of
some
days.
water?
That's all right.
So you want to end up saying something?
Yeah, well, look, it's really heartening to be here in India again and to see what's happening with the National Space Program, how it's opening up to industry, how it wants to take innovation on and collaborate inside the country and with international partners. I think it's really important that all the Western nations and the responsible space users actually work together to solve some of these bigger issues. And if we can be part of that, we can help. We'll be very happy to do so and form the partnerships here in India, which will also help the Indian space industry, advance in the future.
Thank you, and I think our friend, we need to help him in some water. There's some climate change.
Yeah.
So,
He's got an allergy.
Yeah, possibly. So we'll just wind up the interview and give him some help, assistance, and hope to see you again in India back in July for the Space Congress.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's help.